I think if ghosts are real, that would probably be the most exciting thing about death, is being a ghost. I would love to be a ghost. Like, if it turns out there is an afterlife, and it's like good people go up, and bad people go down, and then just like, everyone in the middle gets to be a ghost. I would love that opportunity.
Baby. Yeah, that's like, whenever I get dressed in the morning, I always try to, like, subconsciously, like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, am I gonna die in this outfit?
Do you think about that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably...
That's why I try to dress so nice always.
It's probably a good thought to have. You're like, I want to die fine.
I don't want to, in a really uncomfortable pair of pants or something, you know? Like, that I have to wear for the rest of eternity. I'd rather wear my sweats.
Yeah, and you want to die in like your A grade, like your A game underwear. You never want to, like laundry day underwear. You don't want to die in that.
No, just like a nice pair of like your clean.
Like a nice lacy thong.
No, that's not comfortable. Not comfortable. Actually, ideally, no underwear. I'd rather die in no underwear.
Yeah, it's like gangster mode.
No underwear.
Hey!
Hi! You joined us.
You
How's
recovered.
your face?
Yeah. It's fine. You didn't do anything.
I know. Because I'm not as smart as I look.
You get round 2 with me on Instagram. And I feel
like that's assuming
that look makes me feel scared.
Yeah.
I think you're really gonna hit me.
No.
That's okay.
The only person I hit is my boyfriend.
I want you to know, like, I think...
What's he gonna do about it?
I think I've said this before, but if ever I'm like, oh man, like if we're filming or something, I'm like, do it. Like, really do it.
You don't like half acting or anything like that. It's like you're fully committed.
Did really hit you.
Yeah, but like you could
feel
have hit him with a little bit more force.
Yeah, that's true. But like for me, like hitting, like I think I need to have like a little bit of anger or something.
You need practice.
Did you want me to make you angry?
No.
Should have said that.
You need to take like a boxing or a kickboxing
class.
I do. And just like go hard on like a bag.
Sure.
Just really find out like
Let's do this.
your like
my threshold.
Yeah, because like it's in your regular day-to-day life, you don't really get to go 100% full violent on anything really. That's if you do that in your regular everyday life, there's probably something wrong.
Yeah.
There's probably something bugging you.
Yeah. You should probably seek help. Maybe go to a kickboxing class.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows? Those are really expensive though. Man.
Yeah, I've heard.
They're not that welcoming to people that don't have a spare like $200. It's like
yikes. Well, how would I just beat the shit out of Arturo and you for the rest of the...
Like I took a, like an intro class with a former girlfriend, and I think it was like 6 sessions, and it cost us like $200 each, and it was like,
but it was reasonable, good. But I just like...
But like for $200, you can get like a season pass at like a ski hill, or you used to be able to. It's probably a bit more expensive than that.
For $200, I could like get a bunch of drugs.
Yeah, yeah, you could do that, or you could also like probably register for like a season of soccer or something like that. Like it's as far as like
I don't want to be active.
Cost for sports.
I walk to work every day. Yeah. That's enough for me.
I heard that like some golf places. What do they call them? Golf courses. The places where they do golf, they'll charge like $5,000 for and that's just like an annual pass, like a membership fee.
What?
Yeah, membership fees can cost like $20,000.
And that's why it's a white person sport.
Oh, and that's why there's so many rich people there too.
Yeah, and it's like they almost see it as like an investment, because if they do like a lot of business,
it's like a networking thing, right?
Yeah, they can bring people
sense,
and do zero business.
Rich people's life is so ridiculous.
Yeah, when I was in that one apartment building, I was like, whoa, man.
Yeah, right? Fun fact, I almost had a threesome in that apartment
That's
building.
crazy.
Yeah,
what
are you guys talking about?
Garno.
That's crazy. Those cats must have been so lucky.
Why are you guys there?
Those cats. My friend Mallory, we're doing a podcast together.
No parking.
Tentative name, Brown Eyed Sisters, thanks Arturo.
And she lives.
And
she
lives in a really nice. The Brown Eyed Sisters. It's Brown Eyed Sisters, maybe.
Oh, that's a joke.
Tentative names, but yeah, we don't have a name yet. So
no, use it.
But yeah, we went to that building. The first time the butthole. He told me. He gave us suggested a butthole for a name, like a boy would do, and I did. Yeah. It's like, that's such a cute name. Me and Mallory both were like, oh, that's so cute. And he was like, it's a butthole.
I love how it's such like a silly little like preschooler joke, and it's like you get such a kick out of it. Like it's so
Yeah,
funny, and it
it's
is
funny.
like honestly, it's funny. It's
Well, the funniest part is like
the littlest jokes are the funniest.
Kind of amazing. Ew.
Hey, you can't make fun of this mug. You can't make fun of this mug because my mom got it for me.
You gotta make fun of that mug. I'm gonna make fun of your mom.
And my mom, my mom is hilarious. She's a bit of a nut, and we call her that because her name is Hazel. And she's
super cute.
She just likes everything Canadian because we're immigrants, and she loves this country so goddamn much. And so like whenever she needs like to give like a little gift, like she gave me a dish towel with a moose on it. And like everything I get from her is like little Canadian stuff, and I'm just like, Mom, I'm here.
She's so proud. She's just so proud.
Yeah, she just likes this place.
That's so precious. I am so sorry for anything mean I ever said about him. Jesus.
I call my mom.
What a
Don't
precious
make
soul.
fun of my mom.
A precious being.
I call my mom because I don't know her real name.
Do you actually not?
No, I know. It's like Marina Jesus.
Reina
Castillo
Jesus.
Ayala.
What?
Castillo Ayala.
Castillo.
Yeah, her middle name's Jesus. So that's what
Sick.
Hispanics do.
That's funny. My mom's middle name is Mary, and my uncle's middle name is what's the guy?
Joseph.
Jesus. Joseph. Yeah. What's Jesus' dad's name again? Fake dad. Joseph. And then so my sister.
What's Jesus' stepdad?
I think Mary and Joseph.
Joey.
I think Mary and Joseph
Joey.
were the guardians. It's his guardian.
Yeah. Anyway, my
That's
sister.
probably technically more accurate.
It wasn't like God never said like, "Hey, you're the parents."
That story is
like,
made up anyway. It doesn't matter. Let me finish mine.
That one's had its time in the limelight.
I'm done.
Sasha's talking.
I'm over it. It's tired. Anyway, my sister looked at my mom and was like, "If your middle name is Mary and Uncle's middle name is Joseph, does that mean Auntie's middle name is Jesus?" And my mom was like, "No, it's fucking Rose. You fucking."
Do you actually not think like the whole Jesus story? Do you think it's fake?
I think that there was probably a man named Jesus,
Yeah.
and he was probably a drug dealer and like drugged everybody, and so that's why they were like 100% convinced that these things were happening.
May I tell you my two theories?
Yeah.
Okay, one, Holocaust isn't real. Just kidding. No, my two theories are Jesus was probably like real. Like he's probably a real guy.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
But he probably didn't have like all this immense power
No.
and like whatever. He was probably just really popular and like he had all these cool new ideas.
He was
And
a cult
someone,
leader.
yeah, and someone took his name and image, like the people that made the church, and they took his name and image and like took his following and made it their own following with their own brand of like, hey, this is it, blah blah blah. But like he
So
probably
they just hijacked his channel?
That's
Basically,
exactly what the
basically.
Christians did. That's what the Christians and Catholicism has done, though. Like they hijacked like the pagan religion basically and made it their own.
Yeah.
And so like that, it totally makes sense.
And then my other theory is Jesus maybe had all this immense power, but he was just as human as everyone else. So because like a lot of times Jesus seems like this all-knowing person, but what if you had all the power in the world and like you created all this stuff, but you were just as human? And so then like all the people you were creating like turned out like shit, you wouldn't know what to do, and like he just left. That's my other theory.
He was an alien.
Well, they definitely murdered him.
Definitely strung him up, was like, "You're done."
Yeah.
So I don't know about the whole leaving and not coming back thing.
Well, the thing is like
But
after
when he
the three,
ascended back into
maybe
heaven, he actually, the mothership was like, "You're done."
yeah.
Mother.
But then also I'm all on board. Like if like you want to believe in like this weird spaghetti monster and like that tells you to love one another, like believe in like that's fine. Just like don't hurt one another.
It's all
right?
energy, I think.
You're hippie.
I don't know. I was raised Protestant, and like I'm not really Protestant. So not Catholic, but
Prostate.
another
I know what Protestant is.
another side of the same coin.
I
It's just another sect of
Same
Christianity.
shit, different pile.
Nice.
Yeah,
Because you
yeah,
said
different-
prostate, and then she said shit.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Just
keeping
trying to-
track of my.
You're really funny today, Sausha.
I know.
Wow, you're really
You're really on
brilliant.
it. Like,
I have a show later.
ooh, where
Are
are
you?
you?
Urban Tavern. I'm
Oh,
going
you're
on the
already
show.
up.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna go try for the draw.
Yeah, go for the draw.
Yeah, I don't work tomorrow because of my thumb. Anyway, sorry. Go on with your church thing.
Oh right, yeah. I was
should've slapped him in
born
the
Protestant,
Fucking do it.
and
We're too hyper.
I think maybe.
It's this instant coffee, man.
Yeah. It's real coffee.
For the
It's,
second
it's just
time-
it's just powder.
For the second time,
I
Kevin,
love
go
the
on
powdered moment.
with your story.
No, I was just saying, like, I was born Protestant, and then, like, it never really stuck. We went to church regularly when I was a kid, growing up in Scotland, but, like, as soon as we moved to Canada, we just kind of, like, all stopped going. My mom still goes.
Okay.
She's religious for the rest of the family. But, like, besides that, we don't really check
You
it
know what
out
sounds
all
like
too much.
Like what I would imagine like a little European, like, Scots mother would be like, you know, just, like, so, like, excited to be in Canada.
She's very wholesome,
Goes
but
to church still. And just, like,
Yeah.
it's very wholesome,
Yeah, she's very wholesome, but she's also still, like, a little racist.
Oh, that's
You
to be
almost said
expected.
that's fine.
That's to be expected. That's to be expected.
My mom's
It's not fine, but it's to
yeah.
be expected.
My mom's lovely,
It's
but
not?
she just, I don't know, she's silly.
Only when it's funny.
Like, she does, like, it doesn't affect how she treats people. She'll just say the dumbest things
Yeah.
at the dinner table, and I
Yeah.
have to be
Just
like,
not
Mom,
think about it.
yeah, and I have to be like, Mom, we should have a discussion about this.
Yeah.
Like, that's problematic.
Well, not only that, it's
We're
just,
in
like, it's just like
public.
they've never. Here's the thing: what happens when you have kids, and I think someone has a joke about it. And what happens when you have kids is that all your focus in the entire world turns to these little things that are gonna die if you don't pay attention to them. Like, human children suck. We can't even keep our heads up straight. Like, you break your neck when you're like 6 months just because your head's too heavy. Like, we're very fragile in that state. So parents commit all their time to their kids and just trying to raise these kids and, like, pay bills and make sure that there's enough milk in the fridge and, like, all this kind of stuff. So you're, like, constantly putting out fires for, like, 18 to 20 plus years, depending on how many kids you have.
Definitely 20 plus.
Depending on how many kids you
It's
have.
still
And
probably
then after that's
probably.
done, after you're done raising the kids and they go out to the world and you, like, have an empty house and stuff like that, you turn around and you've missed 2 decades of the world going on without you. So, like, you don't have that perspective, and, like,
I can see why you could, like, that's probably maybe why a lot of older people get stuck in their own little, like, world.
yeah, because they make a bubble and then they only live in the bubble, and that's not a bad thing. That's just
It's
something
just how
that
it
happens
goes.
by default.
Yeah, like, and then I think once you reach a certain age, like, because and I think we've talked about this before. I don't know if on the podcast or, like,
I don't know. We talk too much.
But, like, I think that, like, the human brain definitely gets to it because it's like any other muscle; it deteriorates over time. And so, like, when you stop exercising it the way that it sounds like you're talking about, then I think that it becomes easier to be scared of change.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's like you have to keep exercising your brain. You have to keep using it. You have to keep challenging it throughout the days. And
If you're just fed it weed and cigarettes, then it'll just be so dumb.
Yeah. But so you lose that edge. You lose that edge, and you lose sort of like that critical perspective of looking at the world and having new ideas be presented to you. So now it's my job as a semi-young adult at the dinner table to just, like, talk to my parents in an open way and just be like, hey, why'd you say it that way? Because here's
Hey,
what
why's that flag up?
what's that in the corner? It's a new symbol. It's a weird symbol over there. It's very geometric. I like it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
But, like,
let's talk to your parents.
That's just what happens.
Just be kind.
And people need to be more open-minded, kinder, and stuff like that. Something that I've
It's
sort
not their
of.
fault that they're dumb. They just they raised you instead of learning.
Well, yeah, it's
that's
not
a good way to put it.
It's no one's fault. It's just something that happens. Something that I've encountered and noticed whenever someone has a less than progressive perspective, people have a tendency to, like, draw lines in the sand and be like, you're on the wrong side. We hate you because you don't think like us and shit like that. And, like, people get fucking angry about it, but in that instance, I think there's actually an opportunity, instead of, like, hating someone, is to, like, investigate and educate each other, because it's just, you never know what kind of life or journey that person has had to get to that point. And, like, everything's a teaching opportunity. Like, that's what it is. Like, whenever I do this all the time, I'll see words in books, and I'll try and learn the context through how it's used in the book. And like sometimes
Yeah.
I get it wrong because that's how it is.
Yeah.
And then if anyone ever catches me using a word incorrectly, like just educate me, just fucking correct them.
Yeah.
But like don't be condescending. Don't try and make them feel dumb for using a word that they don't 100% know, because maybe it's just like, hey, like I'm pretty sure this word means this. And then it's just like, where'd you hear it? And you're like, oh, I read it in the book, and like from the context, to me it means like this. And then you can have a discussion about it, and it's way less aggressive, and people don't get so fucking bunched up and offended. It's like, it's not an attack anymore. It's just an opportunity to learn.
Yeah.
Which you should always be happy to do. Like, I know very little about the world. The sliver of knowledge that I have is so thin, and the fact that I understand that is the only thing that keeps me going. Is because like I'm gonna be wrong. I have been wrong. And I am wrong. Like I make so many mistakes. I'm just happy to continually learn every day.
Yeah.
And if I find something out that I'm like, oh, I didn't know this before, I'm happy about it, regardless of the source.
Yeah, that's like I definitely would like. Fucking lost it. It's gone. Never mind.
I'm sorry. I
It's
talked
okay.
right through that.
No. I
idea.
had a thought like right as you finished talking, and then I opened my mouth to talk. It's gone now, so maybe it'll come back.
Maybe it'll
We'll
come
look
back later.
Yeah.
Do you know what the letter started with?
No, it was like something to do with what you're talking about. It was like me agreeing with you. It was just like.
To add on to what you're saying, that's why I think it's important to like let people like if it doesn't hurt the universe you live in, like just let them believe what they believe. Because I find that if someone doesn't believe in God and then like someone does believe in God, they attack them with like it's just as negative as like I don't know the people going to Jerusalem to like make them believe in Christianity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like you have someone just like so angry, they're like, oh, you believe in God, like blah blah blah. It's like, man, just like they're not hurting, because like basically God is just like a way to get humans to care for one another and get to be a community. That's it, right? Like that's all.
Well, that's what it should be.
A lot of it comes from a place like that, but
there's a lot of...
We all know there's a lot of corruption along the way.
100%. But like that's not like
that's your opinion, Sausha.
That's not the religion though. That's like the people. That's what I feel. That's the people that's corrupting.
Yeah, that's definitely people.
Yeah.
But like also
because God before he died was like love one another. They were like
God didn't
those
die.
guys.
You don't think God is dead?
God is dead, but God didn't die.
I think he's dead in the sense that he's eternal. Like if
he's not. Well, and also
if it does
God
exist.
God is to me like a ethereal, like genderless.
My favorite depiction of God